Hi, Choopy. Hi, Noided. Laying low. Why you laying low? What's happened today? You know, I hate to say it, Noided. You know, I hate to say it. The cards were right. The card was right. I still didn't want to, so you stayed home. Damn. Damn. Where would you have gone otherwise? What would you have done? Oh, wait, I was gonna show you the fucking the handbrake thing. That's the handbrake. If it loads. I only put it up halfway because I can't get it down if it's all the way down the top. Hello, dragon. Innocent eyes. Do you remember when you were 7 and the kids at school called you a fool because you took the chance to dream? And the time has passed. And the one thing that lasts, that same old song that we sang alone, that made my daddy cry. I miss those days, and I miss those ways when I got lost in fantasies, in cartoon lands of mysteries. Hi, Eggs. Hi, Jays. Well, that's enough of you here. Fuck the 40 seconds. We start now.
Wow.
Hi. It has 7 girlfriends. Did you ever play Delta Goodrib on the piano? Well, the rules are out the window today, goddamn. Well, I already have makeup on from the acting thing, so here I am. Couldn't put it to waste, you know. You gotta put it to good use. Slay. I really gotta get new foundation though. It's starting to... The color's starting to go a bit off. It is expired for sure. I need new foundation. Stat! I need to get some before we do the headshots. James, I need to get a new color. Try and get a sample. Mecca. And I miss those ways. Oh, Innocent Eyes is starting, Innocent Eyes is starting. Show your mom that she could play the piano. 10 years have passed, and the one thing that lasts is that same old song that we played alone that made my mama cry. I miss those days and I miss those ways when I got lost in fantasies in a cartoon land of mysteries, in a place you won't grow old, in a place you won't feel cold, and I'll sing da 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 da. Seems I'm lost in my reflection. Da 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 da. Find a star for my direction. Da 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 da. For the little girl inside who won't just hide. Don't let me see mistakes and lies. Let me keep my faith in innocent eyes. Do you remember when you were 15 and the kids at school called you a fool 'cause you took the chance to dream? And the time that's passed and the one thing that lasts is that same old song that we played along that made my daddy cry. I miss those days and I miss those ways when I got lost in fantasies in a cartoon land of mysteries, in a place you won't grow old, in a place you won't feel cold. Oh, I fucked that up. Da 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 da. You're lost in my reflection. Da 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 da. Find a star for my direction. Da 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 da. For the little girl inside who won't just hide. Don't let me see mistakes and lies. Let me keep my faith in innocent eyes. Under my feelings, under my skin. Is that too much? Under the thoughts from within. Learning the subjects of the mind. See creation, how we're defined. Innocent eyes. I miss those days and I miss those ways. I don't remember if that one goes high or not. In a cartoon land of mysteries, in a place you won't grow old, in a place you won't feel cold. I fucked that up again. I didn't commit. Seems I'm lost in my reflection. Da 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 da. Find a star for my direction. Da 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 da. For the little girl inside who won't just hide. Don't let me see mistakes and lies. Let me keep my faith in innocent eyes. Oh, I thought that went higher. Faith in innocent eyes. Da 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 da. Faith in innocent eyes. Pretend I hit that. Ooh, just hide. Don't let me see mistakes and lies. Let me keep my faith in innocent eyes. Okay, I didn't commit. I didn't commit to a lot of it because it involves proper belting and I'm scared. But there you go. That's your little performance, your little Delta Goodrem performance. I'm not getting back on the vowel grind. Nuh-uh. Ow, my hair is stuck. Ow, what the fuck? Can you touch your elbows together? Boom. What you want? You're not getting no titties, the fuck? Of course. So easy to touch. When they go on costume in a musical, I was in my high school musical. Beauty and the Beast. Anyways, what are you guys doing today? What brings you guys here at midnight, huh? What are you guys doing up so late on a Thursday? Late night shopping? I still need to do my groceries, bro. But I just don't want to go outside in this weather. It's heinous, you know? I'm avoiding being outside as much as possible. Wanting Minecraft? What mods did you add? I have eyelash mascara or something in the corner. Get out. What mods did you add? What are you doing? Tell us. I did tell Noida that we'd probably play Don't Starve this evening, but then I remembered about Marvel Rivals and I was having a good time last night choking people. Maybe I put it to a poll. The wind sounds like someone scratching at the walls. Crazy. This evening, more like deceiving. Bunch of new items, accessories, including a belt with a torch on it so you can glow naturally. Okay. Interesting. The glow from within. Is that like a personal little nightlight that you have with you then as you run around? How many hours would you say you have in Minecraft Dragon? I'm skipping, this song's too slow. Hi, Swanee. We're about to get another performance. 1,000? I wanna XXXXXXXXXXXX, I'll make it. XXXXXXXXXXX, I wanna XXXXXXXX, I'll make it. XXXXXXXXXX. Beat it up, beat it up, beat it up. Don't be scared, boy, eat it up. Say you gotta go like I give a fuck. If you wanna come, gotta level up. Licky up, licky up, licky up. Legs in the air, it's a stick 'em up. If you play it right, you can dick me up. Do a line on your dick, it's a pick me up. Sex me how you like. What did Miss Petra's mean by this? Sex me how you wanna. Sex me how you like. Sex me, I'm horny. I'm horny. XXXXXXXXXXX, I'll make it. XXXXXXXXXX, I wanna. XXXXXXXXXX, I'll make it. XXXXXXXXXX. Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired of saying X. Way too deep for me, I guess we'll never know. Did I remember what I had this evening when I wasn't gonna stream? Question for the class? No, Essa. Question for the class. Hi, good day. How are you doing? Welcome in. A poopy appointment? Yeah, I took a shit today, and what of it? Is Lily back from taking a shit? Oh, you guys all left. You're not hanging out in the boys' chat anymore? I'm... That's how I am. How are you? Oh wait, you already said you're good. Fuck. Lily went to play Stinkhammer 40k. What? Was anyone here at yesterday's stream? Perchance? Perchance? Fake fan. My tenant says yes, but did you pay attention? I know you were. Did you pay attention? Was anyone there when I gave myself the tarot reading perchance? It was Mad Devil. It's probably a tenor. I didn't know this course had exams. Of course it does. Why do you think I'm taking attendance? It counts. Attendance is counted. You missed tarot? Oof. I mean, you can redeem one at any point with 10,000 channel points. Surely you have that by now, Grass Dragon. You should have accumulated that much by this time. No, it was some, like, Mad Devil requested or redeemed one. I didn't set off like a little chain reaction. Then Titty redeemed one, and then everyone said I should do one for myself, so I did one for myself. Hi, Godsta. Alright, let me get him. Text me how you wanna. Text me how you like. Oh, let me do a little fit check for you. Little strip teams. It's a skirt. It's just a long sleeve, black top, and my stocking. And guess what? Safety shorts. It's a skirt. It's not velvet. I guess it looks like that from the pattern on the front. It's not. No, it's just cotton or whatever. I got some Mentos wrappers. No pockets. Oh yeah, it's got pockets! Illegal. I know how rare. I won't stop. Buddy, thank you. I look good in black, huh? Where you get the score from? Singapore. That was when I was in Singapore in January. I got it then with the other stuff. That's just facts. Good day. Alright. So before... Oh, did I mix it up? Okay. The Empress is now the top card. Before... Oh! Booby. Before was the High Priestess. I guess I put it back in the middle after I drew it. And the bottom of the deck was Queen of Wands. I think there's a good card no matter what. I think if I went second from the top or the bottom, I was gonna get good things. Queen of Wands. What was I gonna... It's Queen of Wands. Feminine charisma, wise, imaginative, and intuitive being. Associated with magic and the occult. Highly energetic, busy, and active. Reaching a new level in your personal development, an accession to a higher place, a promotion in your life or whatever. So even if I pick the bottom card, because I was tossing between what card I should pick, bottom, top, I almost pushed away the top card. I was going to go for the second as well, which would have been Empress. I was going to get a good reading no matter what yesterday. Shake my head. Racing at Le Mans. You personally are racing at Le Mans? Wow, I didn't know that about you. Ah, my muscles are so tight here. They're so sore from being cold. Can you do that noise Megan Thee Stallion does? What are you talking about? So long as you don't draw the tower and Ten of Swords, we're golden. Okay, what do you want to ask the cards? Back Botox for winter. I think people do get them and like, or at least in their traps there, I think. I've been trying to do it all day while daydreaming. Doja Cat loves you. You okay? What's happening? Black goes with the wine. Dark hair accentuates the jewelry. Ooh. So black for the headshots is what I'm hearing. Wow!
Sure, you may be verified on Twitter, but are you verified in the eyes of God?
Got a bunch of bureaucracy and legal matters coming up. Would love a reading on how well that's gonna go. Okay. Excellent. We put that energy into the cards. Bureaucracy and legal documents. You're always confused if it's okay for a straight male to be in your chat because your viewers are femboys or only gay men. What? Huh? Everyone is welcome here as long as you're not an asshole. It wasn't always filled with gays, you're fine. I beg to differ. People were just quiet about it. We're no longer quiet in this chat. There were a lot more creeps though that overshadowed other people. You always feel like you're the only straight male? What the fuck? That's not true at all. You could also be a straight male and still be a femboy though. You could be a femboy that's attracted to women and just enjoy dressing up and stuff in your own time, you know, like. Counts double. Oh, I was right, okay. What? Everyone is welcome here. As long as you're not a... I mean, weirdos to some extent are welcome. I mean, I'm a weirdo. Like, you can be weird. Weird people welcome. But, like... just don't be, like... violating people and shit, you know what I mean? My powers of seduction. What? No bounds. Okay. So is spaghetti until it gets wet. Okay! I never heard that one before, too. Swanee liked that. Swanee gave that a giggle. No bi representation in chat, for real. Huh? Why are you lying out here? I think someone just hit something. I heard a noise outside. Okay. One more little shuffle. My hair is falling really nicely right now. I don't know why. A bit suspicious. This angle. We dare not move. We dare not move. You didn't try me because I have darker blood. Alright, let's chill it. Let's chill it. Let's not be coming on to people. Let's hey. The lady said no. The lady said no. Okay. Would you like to choose the cards, Dragon, and give me like a number in the deck and I'll pull them? I'll count it out and pull it, or do you want me to just feel pick 3? We'll do a 3-card reading. Lucky number 19. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They kind of get stuck together, so I have to make sure. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 18, 19. Is 19 your birthday? 4 of Wands reversed. Some wabbits. I think they're jackrabbits because they're fucking ugly, but they eat. But it was reversed. 4 rabbits reversed. Next card. That's your past. That's the foundation of this reading. Hi, Uda. Welcome back. Hey, you're not meant to be doing the reading. Just give me the next card. We'll read them all when they're all out. Hi, Widget. Welcome back. Why do you keep following me and unfollowing me on Instagram? What's that about? Constantly getting the notification. I still have the first 18 up here, so I don't need to count them. Go down 3 and just fill it out. Down 3 from the where 19 was? Or down 3 from the top? I always be calling out people. What? Yep. What does that mean? From 19, okay. King of Swords also reversed. Interesting. Then feel it out. I'm gonna go bottom of the deck. I'm gonna go bottom of the deck. Justice upright. Ooh, good omen. For your future as well. Hi, Miwu. Welcome back. How are you? Alright, 4 of Wands. Keywords: happiness, family, unity, blossoming new life, new success, prosperity. Prosperity in reverse. Hi, Byron Cardinal. How are you? Welcome. Welcome in. I'm doing good. We're just doing a tarot reading for a dragon right now. Just woke up. Yippee! You can start your day with me. Okay. The Four of Wands is a happy card that celebrates harmony and happiness. It's often an omen of engagement, marriage, or partnerships. The card indicates completion of a project or the end of a time of effort. There's an element of solidity, stability, and security. It's a grounded card. Could indicate a good time or period of rest. That's generally a good omen, but it's reversed. So applied in reverse indicates tension, conflict, or disagreement. Was there disagreement and stuff that's led? Hi, Ashley. Led to this paperwork of bureaucracy? Was there a big fight or something? This card often comes up reversed when a person is about to be uprooted from a comfortable job, relationship, or living situation. There's definitely some uprooting going on if you gotta deal with this bureaucracy. A mess has been made. A mess has been made. And now let's see where we're currently at. King of Swords. Oh, okay, don't interrupt me. What? What? What do you mean interrupt you? Uprooting? Now I'll give you a right. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Okay, King of Swords. Confidence, authority, truth, wisdom, integrity, legal issues. Action, ideas, strength, honor, harshness, judgment, split personality. The King of Swords is intelligent, truthful, a strong ally. He's often represents a boss, employer, mentor, or community figure. He can be cold, harsh, and inflexible. This card may show up when you need to take your heart out of the situation and bring your intellect to the table instead. Sometimes you must use the sword of wisdom and facts to cut to the truth of the matter. Your heart is clouded with judgment. The King of Swords is particularly powerful in the present position, which is where we have it. I don't know. Let's wait for the pre-poll before we trust the cards. What? Okay. As the court cards often represent people in your life, ask yourself, is there a strong, intelligent male figure that has power over your current situation? This could be a boss, a father, or someone who has dominion over thoughts. This card tells you that your current path to success lies in your ability to channel the power, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you're receiving harsh judgment. But in reverse, the negative side is seen when the card's reversed. He can represent an overly intellectual approach to human matters, and the cards may be telling you that approach can place you at a disadvantage. The mind cannot always solve the problems we must face. Are you judging others too harshly? Have you let your intellect to impede your ability with others, to empathize with others? Or are you dealing with someone who's overly judgmental, distant, and cold? And we go to judgment. Oh, I miss it. Justice. Justice. Legal issues, technically speaking, it's not illegal unless you get caught. What? What? Strong male figure. Karma, fairness, justice, honesty, balance, and reason. Justice reflects the search for truth and represents the effects of your actions and the consequences of your decisions. Justice in a reading indicates a time when decision making is required, something in your life needs attention, mediation, or solution. Fair decisions, scales. Oh, she's just talking about why she drew the picture. Hold on. The Justice card may indicate that someone or something in your life is not quite what it seems. Use your combined intuition and intellect to cut to the truth. There are many subtle and interesting combinations that can manifest with this card. Pair with High Priestess. Do you see justice in conjunction? No, that's romance. Okay, it doesn't really go into much detail. And it says the reverse aspect. But I think that it just means you're getting the outcome, the desired outcome. It's justice. Justice will happen. I think the most sensible outcome, like, you're dealing with someone annoying right now, but just like carry on doing what you gotta do is how I'm interpreting this. Like, whatever you're currently doing is the path to justice, is the path to whatever the issue is being rectified. But this warns that, like, the person you're dealing with, you know, is an intense guy, so consider your approach when dealing with them. They're not an empath. They're kind of stubborn. So consider how you're gonna have to approach that. But whatever you're currently doing, you're on the right track. Hi, Broken Manless. Welcome back. Strike is love, indeed. These cards suck. Need more positive ones? Like a credit card? Like a black credit card? Yeah. Feel free to give. Feel free to give 500 Australian dollars for Shrek clothing also. That's also an option. Just saying. They want bad cards, that's good. Yeah, they're all very reasonable. They all very make sense. With bureaucracy. BS. I can make it on my own. My chateau. Hold me tight, you hold me close. Love the tower. They are tarot cards, yeah. You can redeem them for channel points, but I haven't put it on Kick yet. I should do that. Hey, Kick has tags now. I saw when I went to launch day stream. I can add tags on my Kick stream now. Feel great. 48-hour water fast? Whoa. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Time to put junk back in your body. Yay, yippee. What do those cards say? You gonna find that sugar puppy soon? No. Ow! I laughed and the pain went through my shoulder. The shivering is debilitating me. Ow, just got a shock of pain. My muscles are like really tight and sore, like on the sides and like kind of where my shoulder blades are from doing this, trying to stay warm and squeezing because it's so cold now. And I'd be shivering, that my muscles are like tensing when you're shivering. Explain to me why women have been so drawn and attracted to you. Okay. Alright, sure. It's the orange tree in the backyard. Because I've been wearing my new shoes everywhere. What shoes do you have? What new shoes did you get? How fast can you run in them? Yeah. Can you outrun me? Can you outrun me if I hunt you down and take the credit card? Bright, white, and cool? That's it? They're just plain white shoes? Why would that attract people? They ain't no thigh-high boots. Oh my god, I wore my thigh-high boots with this outfit. You missed the little outfit reveal before. I was wearing my thigh-high boots with them because like what else can you pair with this outfit that's winter friendly? I don't have any other clothes and shoes. I'm not wearing runners. Anyway, and the fucking sole is starting to come off the bottom of it. When I got home, when I got out, yeah, when I was going up the elevator, I must have done something during my commute home. It was fine walking to the train station and everything, and then it's only when I got into the elevator in my apartment building and I noticed it was a bit loose. The sole under the the bottom of the shoe starting to come off. I was like, what? I need to get me some shoe glue. Naruto running and catching women in his slipstream. Just in season and style. I always miss your stream. It's like 7 a.m. Well, don't miss it. Watch the VODs. Show up at random hours that are inconvenient for you. Simple, really. I'm not asking for much. Mating season. Summer there. This guy who does shoe repairs at the gym, fix your old shoes. Well, I just need some glue, I think. Just like shoe glue, right? That's all they would do. Just gotta buy some shoe glue. I think Centrelink will cover that. Can't lose these thigh-high boots. I've never found any other shoe that does it like this. It hugs my legs so nicely. It was literally like a blessing from God. When I got these shoes, they were the last ones in stock. I was just walking past the shop, just mind my business. So my head, it's got like clearance sale, whatever, 50% off, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, let me have a little browse. I walk in, I see these boots. The last ones available, the last stock they have, and they are my size, and they are 50% off, and they fit me so nicely on the leg. Sometimes like the thigh-high boots, they're not tight enough or they're a little too loose. And like they just like look a bit funny around your calf. Not these. These blend into my leg so nicely. It's perfect circumference for my calves. So I have to fix these shoes because I'll never get them again. I'll never be able to find this again. It was made for me. When was the last time you did anything on your VR? Let's not talk about that. It's a little bit of a bitch with the battery life. Also, I don't have like any friends to play with, so I'm just awkwardly walking around VR chat, and the vibes are weird sometimes. I'm like, I don't really want to be here. I just want to be in VR with other people. But other people are doing weird shit next to me. I don't know. I'm just trying to pretend to drink at a bar. Thanks. I just want to go be Spider-Man and swing around in some buildings. But then I get a bit motion sick and I have to stop. Thanks, Titty. I would die for you. Hey. Talking about VR chat? Yeah. The last time I went on it. I hate wearing heels or platforms even though I am short. Yeah, they're not for everyone. It does slow me down a lot. I was walking extra slow today, but I look good, so... Need VR. Yeah, I think if I had more friends with VR, it'd be fun. More fun. And I need to work out the logistics with stream because that time I tried to stream for you guys, no one watched. No one liked the VR point of view. I don't know. We need to find a way to make it good for you to watch. Otherwise, I just enjoy it on my own. Playing VR chat with Doodle for a bit, but ain't the same just playing on the PC. Exactly, exactly. You can watch films in there, and I have done. But again, the fucking battery life is a bitch. I can't watch a whole one, like, comfortably with the like, provided battery. If I want to watch a whole one, I have to plug into the PC so that I have consistent flow. That means I have to, like, sit on the floor here, and I can't, like, lie down on my comfy bed and watch and watch the movie. The battery life is shit. Where is the ball pool? It's in the storage cage, packed away. I did offer when I was making offers for the $500 goal. I said I will bring up the ball pit. We'll reset up the ball pit if we get the $500 for Shrek Clips. Karaoke was fun though. It's fun to do, but like the thing is the stream, I feel like it was not enjoyable for the stream. We didn't have a lot of viewership because the wacky camera angle. I don't think it's enjoyable for people to watch my head moving around, you know? Like we need to work out a way that it's stream friendly. And it was really awkward with the microphone and shit. I had to mute stream or something. What did I have to do? I don't know. I had to make it so that you could hear me, but then you guys weren't hearing me double inside. On the keyboard, make some room for the ball pit. 2 birds, 1 stone. Hey, room is not the issue. It's the space. Now I have like space to do things. If I put the ball pit there, then we can't do other silly shenanigans, and I have to like deflate it and reinflate every time I want to move it around. No, $500 and you get it. Yeah, Titty got it for my birthday. But is that like? Be honest. You like that the POV like? Would you want just the screen? I have no alerts, no like chat, no nothing. It's just the screen, not me. Just my vision. Is that entertaining for a stream? I feel like it's better for a video. I don't know if that's fun for stream viewers to watch. Wait, you do want my camera? You do want me in the corner? You don't want just my POV? Why not both? Wouldn't that ruin the immersion? Like we could get, I could get like a green curtain. I'm sure I can figure out a way to put it up. Is it a game? Is it a game that involves like physical movement? Do I need to be like standing and like doing things crouching or whatever, or do I just sit with the VR and like do stuff? You know what I mean?
Robot! Bye.
'Cause
Get
if
out.
I-
Get out. Get out.
Hello, Ally the Beast. Because you want to take a look at a promo. I don't know. I don't want to spoil the game for myself though. Because if I can stay seated, then a green screen, if I find a green card, might be doable. I DIY something if I stick it to the door and then maybe the music stand. But if I have to move around, then the green screen's not gonna work because I need too much space. You just can't even see me when I'm fully standing anyway is the other issue. You won't be able to see my full body either way. Like, you don't see it already when I stand up in the background. My head gets cut off, so it's either... I gotta cut off some part of my body for that. And wear the green screen suit. But then if I'm standing in the green screen suit, you're not gonna see anything at all, because my head's already out of the frame. You're just gonna be looking at the background. And being like, where's this disembodied voice coming from? Disembodied voice stream. All girls were from, we don't look like models. Standing off screen but pretending she's on screen in a full body green. And we have to play along. Yeah, I'll just pop on my wireless microphone and I'll just sit outside the door and be like, hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. On today's episode. Wow. Oh, that's the other thing. Like, I can't read chat in VR. I have to get. Yeah, I can only do it with. I have to plug into the PC so I can use the OVR toolkit or whatever so I can see the chat on my wrist. So I'm restricted by the fucking cables. Oh, it's just all a bit too inconvenient still. I think I picked the wrong VR, to be honest. I think the Steam one would have been a better option. Everything is more... What's the word? Intuitive? It's already part of the same system. I have to fucking get everything adapted because it's the Facebook one. So I plug into the PC, I gotta like bridge the fucking Steam account and the Facebook one. Ugh. You must be able to see a monitor somehow. You can if you use OVR Toolkit, but that requires being plugged into the PC with the cable. Because it's not a Steam VR. Not expensive though. I should have done more research before I made this decision. I didn't think anyone would buy it. I just put it on the wish list as a I want a VR. I didn't really look into it. It was more like a bookmark. I should have researched more. That's on me. Alright, what are we gonna play today? Supposed to have a new one in the works. I thought Valve was Steam. Steam Valve or something, you know? Did Barry Card already leave? Late night, don't starve. What is this? Is this a country song? What is that? Golf with friends? I still haven't got the other thing. I keep forgetting. I can only hear whatever is leaking through the headphones, and right now I'm getting like High School Musical vibes. Who do I feel like playing? If I had people to play with, Marvel Rivals, I think. I was having a fun time choking. Full stop. Give me the elevator pitch on Marvel Rivals. I don't have one. I played for the first time yesterday. I just like being... I just have a lust for blood right now. I want to kill. It's Fortnite but with Spider-Man. No, it's Overwatch but with Spider-Man. You heard a really amazing song the other day from Library Broadcast. You were trying to look for one song you really couldn't find it because it was AI. What? An AI generated song on the radio? That's crazy. It already has like 20 Spider-Mans. You want to wreck noobs? Yeah. I mean, it'll probably get less fun once my skill level, once I get like skill-based matchmaking, but right now it's put me in all the noob lobbies since this, account's new and it's first time playing. I'm lapping up the choking. I'll lose interest once I need to actually try. I haven't been. No one's asked me about the title yet. I've been waiting for someone who was here for yesterday's tarot reading of myself to ask for the results. No one was here. If I ask a man a salary or a woman about a street. What happened? Okay. Well, if you were here at yesterday's stream, you would know that today I wasn't planning on streaming because tonight I went to this acting thing. New York Film Academy was hosting like this info session and then like an acting workshop afterwards or whatever, and it was free to attend, so I was like, fuck it, like why not, I will go just to like be involved in the industry, flex that muscle since I haven't been getting any work and I'm craving the acting. Anyway, let me just go be amongst it. And yeah, I went, info session was interesting, and then they were doing like an audition masterclass afterwards where they were giving like auditioning advice and stuff like that and tips and tricks, and like the guy hosting it is a casting director and stuff. Joey, what's his name? Check the email. I have his card downstairs. Joey. I have too many fucking emails. Joey Zangotti Dixon? I don't know if that name means anything to you guys. Anyway. Joey Triviality? Anyway, so you know, everyone like did a little like monologue. If it was like volunteer though, like you didn't force you if you weren't comfortable. Which is, I don't know. It's an acting fucking workshop. If you're too shy to perform in front of like 10 other people, I think that's definitely step one you gotta work on. If you're looking at fucking New York Film Academy and, you know, any kind of degree in fine arts or whatever, right? Anyway, so we all did our little monologues. I did the BoJack Horseman monologue that I posted in Discord. And I mean, it was difficult. It's not like you still get nervous because you're like auditioning and you're like being judged on how you display emotion and stuff. Yeah, it feels vulnerable. It's scary. I was so nervous, but you go through it. You do it. You force yourself to do it because like you're doing yourself a disservice otherwise, because you have professionals that, you know, do this for a living, willing to give you advice and, you know, feedback on your performances and stuff for you to progress. Take it. It's free. It's literally free advice. Anyway, so I did it. You know, I got my feedback and tweaked a bit and stuff. And hi, RC. And like, you know, he gave me good feedback. Like when I did my first take, he was like wow, that was really good. I only have like 1 or 2 notes for you to tweak actually. Like I think you delivered that pretty like spot on, like how, you know, like that was a good interpretation or whatever. Like I believed you. I believed what you were saying. And he was like, I could tell you've probably practiced this monologue, you know, a bit. Like I could, like, this feels worked on. This feels workshopped. And I was like, I learned it on my 2-hour train ride. It was like, he was like, I can tell you like prepared this. This feels like, you know, you've worked on it. And I was like, I learned it in the last 2 hours. I learned it in the last 2 hours, and I said it once in the mirror before I left. Anyway, so anyway, that was like strong praise, strong feedback, and then like he gave me his tweaks, and I like re-delivered it, and he was like, yeah, that was even like better than the first time. Like I like that version better. Then I got a lot of praise from the class. Thank you. Anyway, afterwards, when we're like wrapping up, like, you know, everyone's starting to put their coats and stuff on, and people are asking, like, they'll ask questions and everything. I saw he kept trying to, like, get my attention. Like, I could see him looking over at me, and, like, before everyone started standing up, he, like, looked over me and started to say my name, and, like, had his finger up. But then another student came to talk to me to exchange details and tell me about this other group, and he was like, you should join this group, blah, blah, blah. Like, I think you'll do well in this thing, or whatever. And I was like, oh, thanks, blah, blah, blah. So then he was answering some other students' questions, because this guy came up to me already. And then, like, as the students dwindled out, like, I could tell, like, he kept, like, looking at me, like, as if he wanted to say something, but he was answering questions. So I, like, hung back a bit, you know, to let them clear out. And then when there was, like, 3 people left, like, me and 2 others, he was like, Alexandra, can I speak to you, like, whatever? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he was like, thanks for letting me workshop on your monologue. Like, I really enjoyed it. I would have spent more time if we had more time, but like thanks, that was like good. Like, you did really well. And I was like, thank you, again, for the compliment. And then I asked, because there's like different programs at the Film Academy and he was like discussing, like, I was not interested in any of like these long-term things because it's fucking New York Film Academy and I'm not gonna go to New York. But there's exuberant fees and whatever. I just wanted a quick bit of Acting exercise and validation. Anyway, so they have like, they offer, you know. Oh! Hello! We've come in the middle of our story time. Hello,
Sure,
Devil.
you may be
Welcome
verified
in,
on Twitter,
everybody.
but are you verified in the eyes of
wait.
God?
There's no ads, right? Oh, ad starts in 50. Let me snooze that. Ads are snoozed. Okay, I snoozed the ad. You guys shouldn't get any ads coming in. Hello, everybody. Tana said we look good together. As in me and Tana? Yeah, I agree. Welcome in, everybody. How you going? If you don't know me, my name is Salty. My name is Salty. How you guys going? I am in New South Wales, not the same state as Tana, unfortunately, but I'm also another Aussie streamer. She appreciates your back muscles. What? Oh, from carrying the league game the other night? Is that what you're talking about? My government name is Salty, yes. It's actually, no, Salty's the nickname. My government name is actually Sodium Chloride E. That's the full Sodium Chloride E. Yeah. It's okay, they fit right in here. Ad starts, I dismissed it. Oh wait, 4 minutes. Okay, it's fine.
Sure, you may be verified
How
on
did Marvel
Twitter, but are
Rivals
you
games go?
verified in the eyes
100%
of
win
God?
rate? Yes. Bill.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Except the one game I played on the American server with the American currency. What the hell? Thank you for the $50! Thank you for the $50. Have a heart, have a heart. Thank you! Thank you, mwah! Thank you for the $50. Much appreciated. Have a kazoo. Y'all didn't expect a kazoo to come out of my pocket. Oh, I have pockets. Look at this. Look at my outfit, Tana. Look what I was wearing today. Look. I look so good. Look. It's a skirt with pockets. It has pockets and it's short. It's a skirt. How cute. With my stockings. The pockets are very slay. That's my dressing gown to stay warm. Is that a kazoo in your pocket? It's like a nice feature wall. What? Huh? I am the biggest fan of Shrek. Shrek clothing. That's what the current donation goal is for Shrek clothing. For this stupid mass-produced plastic clothing, but I want it. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. What are you guys talking about? Wait, is today's Thursday, so it's not the Kahoot day. What are you guys doing today? A Shrek 2 viewing party, whatever. You fully support the brainless addiction to Shrek? Yes. But have you seen the Shrag? Have I shown you the Shrag yet? I can't remember. Just
Sure,
yapping.
you may be verified on
yapping.
Twitter, but are you verified in the eyes of God?
What is that? Cali Living, thank you for becoming a citizen of Cringe City. Enjoy your stay because you cannot leave. We have no refunds, no exchanges, and no the citizenship policy, so you're stuck here. Barcode, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you for the 2 bikes. Much appreciated. Have I shown you guys the Shrek outfits? Have I shown you what the donation goal is for? Have you seen it yet? You miss us. Shut up, babies. I was just going over my little story time, what I did today. I'll have to fill you in. Do you not say not the same state because it's origin season? Oh, no. Just facts. But because some people think that all Australians are like in the same area. Hey Google, get up the shrag. Okay, bye Eric. Alright. So anyway, we were talking about what I did today. I went to this lock-in. What? So I went to this acting thing for New York Film Academy. They had like an info session and then an audition workshop, class thing. So how'd it go? Yes, you were here when I pulled my card yesterday, Devil. You were here when I pulled the card, and the card was right. The card was right. Spoiler alert. So basically, like, the guy that was running it is a casting director, and so in the workshop part, everyone like does like a monologue. If you volunteer, they don't push you, but why would you come to an acting workshop and not act? I don't know. Seems a bit silly to me. Anyway, so we all did our little monologues, and I did my monologue, and on my first take, I got very good feedback. He said, like, he only had like 1 or 2 notes. He was very impressed. He said that was really well delivered. Like, I believed your interpretation of it. And, like, yeah, I only have like 1 or 2 notes. But I can tell you must have workshopped this. You must have worked on this for a little bit, right? Like, this feels workshopped. And I was like, no, I learnt this in the last 2 hours on my train over here. Anyway. Okay. Enjoy your night, Tana. So, yeah. So, he was very impressed by my first take, which was good news. And then he gave me the feedback, and I tweaked it, and we redid it, delivered it, and performed it. And he was like, "Yeah, that's great. Like I like that version even more. Like, very good. You take direction well. Yada yada." And I was like, "Thank you, thank you." Yes, I am a new league enjoyer. Nimble. Or is it nimbly? Is it nimbly or is it? Oh, is it just nimble? It's nimble. Anyway, yeah. So great feedback. From him and my tweaking and whatever, and like my worked out one, and I got some praise from the class too. So that was very good. They hyped me up a little bit, and thank you. And
sure, you may be verified on Twitter, but are you
anyway,
verified
at the
in
end of the
Isaac
class,
Bond?
I could tell he wanted to say something to me when we were wrapping up, because he was like walking my direction, and he had his like hand, like a finger like that, like he was gonna like say something kind of thing, and he was like beginning to say something to me. Like I saw him, but then this other student came up to me because they wanted to connect, and we exchanged like Facebooks and stuff, and he said, like, he recommended me this group, and he was like, "I think you will do well in this group, like you should join this page, whatever." And I was like, thanks, whatever. And then he got caught up talking to other students, but then I saw like he kept like looking at me like he wanted to say something, like he wanted to talk to me, so I hung back a bit. I waited for those students to finish asking their questions, and after they left, when there was like 2 or 3 of us left, he called me over and he's like, "Alexandra, can I have a word?" And I was like, yeah, hi. Hi. And he was like, "You did really well today, like thank you for letting me workshop on your monologue, like I enjoyed it. I would have spent more time like trying different things with you if we had more time, but you know." And I was like, "No worries, like thank you for the compliment." And then I asked him, because I have like different levels at the film academy, right? Like you could do short courses, you could do like 1-year programs, 2-year programs, a certificate, a bachelor degree of fine arts, and then a master's degree of fine arts. So all those kind of leveling system, right? But obviously the like multi-year stuff, you know, all those stuff requires auditions. And obviously the more intense degree you want or whatever, the better your audition has to be, right? Like they only accept like certain levels, right? Certain auditions at certain levels. You have to you know, if you want. It's like a regular degree, right? You can't do a master's of science without having a high enough GPA, right? And your bachelor degree. You have to do the bachelor first before you can do the master's, yada yada. Anyway, so the same thing with acting. You need a audition. Your audition quality needs to be better every time, right? Because you should be developing more skills. So I asked him, I was like, based on, like, you gave me a very nice compliment. You said I was a very strong actor, very raw and whatever. And based on, like, what I did today, if I submitted an audition with that, what level do you think I should apply for if I were to do this? Like, what level do you think out of the 1 or 2 year or the bachelor or whatever? And he said, I would do the master's. And I was like, what? And he was like, don't waste your time on the other things. You could go straight for the master's. And I was like, really? And he was like, yes. And if you did, I would give you a $20,000 scholarship, if, like, right now. If you signed up, I would give you, because he was part of talent acquisitions. He was a talent acquisition guy for this place. So he was like, if you want to do it, like, contact me and I will give you, like, the $20,000 scholarship for every year for your master's. And I was like, what the fuck? And that's the, like, most that they can give, because America's fucking weird. I don't know. They don't give out full scholarships. He said the most scholarship they can give out is a 40% scholarship, which is the $20,000. And he was like, if you audition for me like that again, if you do that now and you apply for the masters, I will throw money at you. He said he would throw money at me. He's like, and I will give you the $20,000 every year that you study with us. And then he, like, how much do you need to pay him? But that's the thing, I looked at the fucking tuition. This shit is like 120,000 USD for 2.5 years or 1.5 years, 5 semesters, 2.5 years. Unless they call semesters something different there. Unless semesters they use it differently. 120,000. That's fucking insane. 120,000 USD. But man, he inflated my ego big time with that comment. I was expecting him to say, like, yeah, you could get into the 2-year course easy or something like that, or like you'd have a chance at the bachelor's if you wanted. But I didn't want to do them anyway because it's fucking New York and it's New York prices and whatever. But then he went and fucking said the highest one. I didn't even suggest that when I was listening to programs. I was like, what level do you think I could do? Like the 1 or 2 year, or maybe the bachelor? And he was like, go for the masters. Go for the masters. And they only accept 10 students per course in the masters.
You may be verified on Twitter, but are you verified?
And I was like,
in the eyes of God?
why are you gonna do this to me? Why are you gonna play my ego like this? You telling me I could be one of 10 students in your master's program for the next session? Can you apply for other grants like in Oz? They do say something on the website about, but I have a feeling it's gonna be for like American citizens. Is the issue. But he even was like, he called over the other person I was working, because there's 2 of them there. Like, he was the one running the workshop, and then there's like the business partner who's doing, like, you know, the admin in the back. She's sitting in the back row with the laptop, blah blah blah. And he like called over, he was like, actually, Angie, can you? And she was like, I've already done it. And he was like, great, you knew what I was gonna say. And I was like, what? And he was like, we've put a note next to your name that if you apply, well, he said when. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to fucking New York. But he was like, we'll put a note next to your name already, so when you apply, we'll already have the note in there about the scholarship stuff. And I was like, okay. Okay. What do I do with that information? This man thinks I'm good enough to make it in fucking New York. Good night, Jays. Good night, Jays. Showbiz industry, it's all about big talks. But like, look, I'm not super into the education part, okay? Right? Like, sure, acting lessons is always good. But I don't need to pay fucking 120,000 USD for that. Okay, that's insane. One semester there is 20,000 USD. That's my entire fucking degree. That's my entire fucking engineering degree. one semester of a term there, one semester of a term, one semester of that course in New York covers my whole fucking degree. No, that's 20k USD. 20k USD. So like double it. Almost 40k Australian. Almost 40k Australian. It's all the devil's work. Hollywood shit's fine. But the thing is, like, you go there for the connections. Because the thing is, like, the people that went to school there and stuff, and all the alumni, like, Aubrey Plaza went there, Bill Hader. Who else? I don't remember. It's in the pamphlet there. Like, they all went there, and the thing is, like, you use the connections. Is the thing. You get the connections. I mean, sure, everyone could use some more acting lessons, sure. I won't knock them. But I don't need to pay $120,000 for acting lessons. But, like, the fucking connections? Al Pacino's daughter and Clint Eastwood's daughter went there. Or is going there. I don't know. As well as Steven Spielberg, so those people come and guest speak at the college sometimes. Because their kids are alumni. What do I do with this information? People who go there can afford 100. Exactly. But that's insane. This man really just offered me a scholarship. And no one else. And then it got me thinking, I'm like, because Lindley said this in the voice chat before on my way home. Was I a mark? Was he just trying to sell to me? Was he just trying to sell to me? Was he just trying to get me to enroll? No, but I still have to get accepted. Like, they wouldn't get my money until I got accepted, right? And they only accept 10 people into the master's program every iteration. So I'd still be competing with people. It'd only be if I got in that he gets my money. So why is he trying to sell to me? He didn't say that to anyone else in the car. I want to believe I'm special, but like, suspicious. Take the compliment and go to the next audition. He doesn't do the auditions here though. He lives in fucking New York. He just came here for like an info search. He's just doing like the rounds, speaking in all the capital states, you know, trying to get students to apply and whatever. He could have just said like bachelor degree. He said do a fucking master's. If this actually happened, you'd be fine. It literally happened like 3 hours ago. That's why I'm talking about it. That's why I'm talking about it. Get his recommendation writing and apply for grants using. Ooh. But the other issue is like, I don't want to live in New York. I don't want to live in America. But it's where the fucking showbiz is. Why does America have to be the place where all the artists are? What the fuck? Who the fuck is paying 20 grand a year? School in the US is super weird currently though, since everything is losing money. Network is super hard of it, yeah. And I'd be doing it. Oh wait, but that's the other thing. The master's program is only available. Wait, I wouldn't be in New York. I'd be in the LA campus because they have everything available, all the courses, all the programs available at both campuses except for the Masters of Fine Art. The Masters is only available on the LA campus because they use the LA campus backs onto the Warner Bros. Lot. And whatever the other one next to it is a Fox Studios? I don't know. So they share that lot. And so the master student will be using the studios in there. Which is the other thing, is you get to be working on the studios in the studio, so you can make connections also just from being around the area. And they aren't great. They aren't? Okay, that makes me feel better. That makes me feel better. But I want to find a way to keep this guy in my contacts. Do you think it's weird if I just like reach out and be like, hey homie, I thought about it, I can't afford it, but like here's a video. Here's a video of me reading a scene. Can you like show some people? Can you show some people? Do you want to be an actor or not? You don't need to pay 120,000 USD to be an actor. He even said himself when he was doing that, he was like, you don't need a degree to land a role. Like, we've never auditioned anyone, thought they were like great for the part, and then be like, wait, do you have a bachelor's of fine arts? Can't give you the role unless you have a bachelor's of fine arts, you know? If you're good for it, you're good for it. But the education opens the doors, is the thing. It's the networking, you get a showcase, they put you in front of all the agencies in the area, you know, blah blah blah. The networking. Follow his Insta. Well, he gave me his card. I'm gonna grab it. I got free pens. I got free pens. Yeah, send him videos. I got a blue one. And I got a pink one. That's him. Joey. But is that weird? Because surely he would get like emails from a bunch of people though, being like, "Hey, can you help me network?" Blah blah blah. Since he's a casting director, go hand out his card. Well, I'm sure you could find it if you looked him up. Like, how do I make myself more special? To stand out that he'd want to help me without me enrolling. Because even the 4-week courses I looked at, if you went over and did a 4-week course, which still is like a little film intensive, and you get to keep all the videos, you shoot about 8 to 12 short films, he said, in the short courses, and you get to keep them. Because I asked that, I was like, a lot of the places here, like Niner and stuff, anything you film with the school is school property. And you only get to keep what you graduate with, the portfolio they make for you there. So it's like, if we did this and, you know, we made 8 to 12 films, like you said, do we get to keep all 8 to 12 films for our own portfolio? And he was like, yes, you get to take them all with you. So I was like, well, maybe I'll do the short course, and then I get like properly produced with proper recording equipment little short films, and I can add that to my own repertoire, and I can keep trying to connect my own way, you know? Going through the troughs in Australia. But even the fucking short course is still like 10,000 Australian for 4 weeks. And that's just for the course. You gotta find your housing and your food. Like, Are you in contact with any others who attended? Well, one guy and I exchanged details at the end. Oh, this stuff sounds sketch. Would you get a scholarship for that? Yes, but the amount is not. Again, they still don't have full scholarships no matter what amount, which is weird. But he told me if I was interested to try for a Fulbright scholarship, he was like, we can give you the internal one for $20,000 and then you could apply for a Fulbright and see if you get. It's hard though, he said. But that would cover the remaining, but I was like, whatever. Anyway, but for the short courses, anything that isn't an accredited thing, so they only give the 40% scholarships, 40% and under scholarships for accredited courses, so it has to be like 1 year and up, like proper certificate things. Anything less, they can only give 25%, so to only get like $2,500 covered. It doesn't guarantee work. That's the thing. It doesn't guarantee work. Just like contacts. You probably just were smart. Well, that's what I'm saying. I was like, maybe I was just smart. But like, why only me? Why wouldn't he target other people? There were like so many students that came up to him afterwards. I didn't come there to buy a course. I came for free advice. I came for free advice because I don't want to pay. Still helps to stay in their mind if anything comes up. Take the compliment. Not great. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, good. Connections and portfolio, right. Good questions to ask yourself. People be saying the money you spend to go there is better spent making short films, which makes sense. So not all film schools cost that much in America? Are they an outlier? I thought that was just like, you hear people complaining about the price of tertiary education in America. I thought that was just standard. I thought that was the standard price. People paying $20,000 a term. I think he basically said you don't need the course. I want the connections. Film schools are expensive all over the world. Yeah, I was talking about this on the train. I was like, doesn't make fucking sense. Like, artists are notorious for being broke. The stereotype of like actors and artists and all that make shit all money unless you're like uber duper famous. Everybody's just scraping to get by, yet training to be an artist is the most fucking expensive thing. That all cost thousands of dollars. You ever thought about or done improv? I can do improv until a point and then I like choke. Because I giggle. I can't take it seriously sometimes, improv. I don't know. It depends what it is, I guess. It depends the theme. Depends what we're doing. If you put me on the spot like right then and there, I'm like, whoa. If I was unaware we're gonna do improv, if you're catching me by surprise, yeah, I'm gonna fuck up. I am good at lying on the fly though. I am good at just making shit up. And going with it. What about acting in plays and theater? Yeah, I have done. But film acting or like screen acting is different to theater acting, and I much prefer film over theater acting. Though you probably have better luck getting theater stuff. Like most of my stuff has been in theater, but I prefer the like nuance of film where you have to be more subtle and it's more about like facial expressions, and the little things because you're not moving so much. Theater you make grander gestures, you gotta take up a stage, it's your whole body is involved in theater. But in screen, often, you know, just your face is on camera and nothing else. Just stop marketing yourself as an acting coach. You provide a live audience. Damn. You should ask if we can put you in contact with anyone in Sydney who knows. True. Who around the Gold Coast school? Maybe I could find them. You can get your own connections. How? How am I gonna get connections with America? Explain. You know someone for me, Byron Code? There is photo. Photo what? I don't hang with actors, I'm too real. Okay. That's why I don't come to the streams anymore. It's not because of the 7 a.m. start. Ugh. Why does man have to go and inflate my ego, bro? Give me existential crisis. I just came for feedback. I just came for free advice. And the Mentos. The Mentos lollies. Fuck America. I'm not going to America. That's their job. Why just me? Why just me? I'm special. I was born to be special. What can I say? Well, was I the oldest in the room? No, no way. No. He should have targeted the other girl if he was going to target people, because one girl, when she came in like really confident, and like he asked, you know, what are you here for? What program interests you? Because they have like, they do filmmaking, you know, and production and photography and acting and theater as well. Like, so they do a few, you know, all the different aspects of like film, I suppose, and whatever. So he asked, like, you know, are you here for film or like performing arts or what? And she was like, oh, you know, I'm here for performing arts. I'm interested in both musical theater and acting for screen. I actually just landed the lead role in my like current theater places performance that's happening at a university. So I'm, you know, just looking for like the next steps. And I was like, pick her. Pick her. What the fuck? She just bragged about me. Were you the most beautiful one? Of course. Seems like a good place to meet girls. Actually, there was only like 3 women there, I think. I think the rest were men. There was only like 10 people in total. 10 to 15. But yeah, what the fuck? Pick her. I didn't say anything. I was just answering questions. I never even said I was there for the acting thing until it came to monologue time. I made it out like I was there for filmmaking because he asked if anyone was interested in like these above programs, and I put my hand up for filmmaking because I am. I wasn't gonna like do it. I'm interested to hear what he has to say about filmmaking. That's why I came to the info session. I like cinematography, but I'm not gonna do a fucking course in it. I'm just intrigued. So the whole time, whenever anything came up about filmmaking, he kept looking at me to say, like, this is for you, this is for production and filmmaking. The rest of it is for the actors. I didn't even bring the acting up until it was time for us to do monologues. And I was like, yes, I have a monologue. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe that's why they're so willing to throw money at people, though, if they got bad reviews. Where are you reading the reviews? Is it a site where students vent, or is it like a mix of good and bad reviews and it's heavily bad? I want to see these reviews. Everywhere? Oh, you just googled like NYFA reviews. Yeah, so they gave me 2 cards. So one's for the Los Angeles rep, and one's for the New York rep. Well, that's my issue, Double. I have a hard time finding other people that are interested in acting. Like, none of my friends like acting, none of them are into it. And that's kind of also what part of the reason I went to tonight's session was I was like, well, I'll meet other actors here. And my goal is, like, I've talked about on stream before, I want to make my own short films this year. It's one of my New Year's resolutions, I suppose, is make a couple short films. Nothing, like, too long, like 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't need to be like fanciest things. I'll just use this camera, and I got like the Rode wireless microphones attached to it and stuff, so we can have the lapel mics hidden and stuff like that. It's not gonna be like the grandest of quality, but like enough for like a show reel. But I need people to be in it. I can't do like 3 short films just me only. Like, I can't be the only person in it. So part of my reason for going tonight was like to try and network a bit and meet other actors, and then hopefully I can reach out and be like, hey, do you want to make a film with me? And I got one guy's contact details, so it kind of worked. And he gave me this other group that he knows gets work. It's not an agency, but it's just like a group where people post. Where is it? Oh. I got invited to an event 6 days ago. Oh, I don't have Facebook notifications on. Okay. Awkward. I got invited to an event 6 days ago. I didn't know. What do your dreams consist of? Acting. On the big screen. It's a fucking camera! The Sydney folks, I won't be doing a farewell in Sydney, so this is your one and only chance. Let me know if you need someone to crash and I can provide also accommodation. Do I go to Canberra for a weekend? Halfway through June? Oh my god, I gotta remember this exists. I'm gonna just screenshot this for now. Otherwise I'll forget to respond. I forgot what I was doing. Y'all gotta get her that 600 buckers to get the goddamn Shrek costume. Hell yeah, Miracle Boy. Am I any good at writing screenplays? I don't think so. I don't think English was never my strong suit. Also, I give up partway. My ideas overwhelm me. And I have too many things that I want to incorporate into a plot, and then I don't because I'm like, where the fuck do I start? How do I think out a plot twist before it happens? Because I won't give it away too soon. I never tried writing a screenplay. Well, I mean, I think in high school I did. For, like, drama and things. Man, I'm overthinking this interaction so hard. Why would he tell me to go for the masters if you need prior qualifications to go to the masters? He didn't know I had a degree already, and you need a degree to do a master's. Why would he say for me to try for the master's level? I am overthinking. He could have said bachelor. That would have been achievable. That would have been believable, and I'll be like, oh, okay. That's acceptable response. That's. I want to believe I'm special. Might have been highballing / been honest. What if he's not lying? What if I really could make it? And my only obstacle is that I'm not in fucking America. Nope, nope. Psh, break it down, break it down, break it down. We know what we must do. Let's not get ahead. Step 1. Make my own showreel with some short films. Step 2. Recontact all these big agencies that I know of that before told me to get a better showreel. And pray they have space. Because that was the other thing. Like, I was trying to I applied for like 3 or 4 other agencies in the last like 6 to 10 months. But they're all boutique ones. Because I figured they would be the most like actually trying to get work for their clients. Like, so boutique agents are agents that only accept X amount of clientele. So they personally, you know, represent each person and like they know you on a personal level, right? And cater what roles they find to who they issue them to try and audition, right? Whereas there are other standard agencies like the one I'm currently in where you just kind of go into a database and you just match a bunch of keywords, right? And whenever they get a role, they just search like this one, like who matches these things, and then they contact you and say, hey, go for this. You know, they don't know you. Like, I've had like 3 phone calls with my agent the whole time I've known her. So I wanted to try for these boutique agencies, but because they only accept X amount of clientele, most of them said they're just not taking on clients. And then one lady actually like responded to my submission and was like intrigued. Like, we had like 3 or 4 emails exchanged and she was asking about me, but then at the end of it she was like, okay, well, I'm actually like, my books are actually still full and you don't feel like a new face for me. Like, I don't have need for someone that looks like you right now. Got enough pretty girls. So she was like, try again in like 6 months with a new showreel and we can talk. So maybe I should reach back out to her. Maybe I work on these short films and I reach back out to her. Get a student loan? Fuck no! Fuck no. Anyway. Let me ask you this. What is your main goal out of all this? To be on screen. To be making movies. That is my passion. I love to play pretend. On screen for green? What do you mean? Yeah, of course I want to be paid for it. I want to make my living doing what I love. I would love to spend my days in make-believe, dressed up, doing rehearsals. Is this also you can be the live-action Shrek movie? Yeah, that's what on screen for green means. I want to be in the next live-action Shrek. So you want to make a living doing what you love. If you were already wealthy, would you still want to be on screen? Yes. Hell yeah, I've said this before. If I won Lotto, if I won like the 30 million or whatever, one of the things I would do would be bankroll my own film. I'll bankroll my own film just so I will have at least done it once. been the lead person in my own film. In a feature film. Then you can be screen and not even think about being green. Do what you love just because you love it without even thinking about the business. That's the dream. You already bought that degree. What, the engineering? Yeah, I know. It's the work in progress. Don't even worry about it. I'm in the process with a few companies right now. Don't worry about it. That's happening. I'm not gonna tell you though because I'm not gonna name the companies in case I end up working at one of them. Living in Australia. Are you gonna forget us when you become famous? Of course not. I would still stream. I still like streaming. That'd be my it'd just be my thing I come home and do when I want to play games. Hi. Just a hobby. For sure. I physically yearn for it. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know if anyone else feels this way about things they're passionate about or things they enjoy. But I feel like I physically yearn to do things. I get sad and hurt when I can't do something acting related. If I really want, I don't know how to describe it. Perhaps start with YouTube shorts. Yeah, and doing those skit things. What would I make little skits about them? And Salty's mansion. I don't know if I'd have a mansion. Seems like a lot of maintenance. But definitely a house with enough rooms for all my hobbies. Yeah, we would be cool enough. Getting pretty late in the game for the head in the clouds pipe dream. Well, if we believe what this man says, apparently it's not that cloudy. Just in the wrong location. All it takes is one clip to go viral. Facts. None of mine do. I really thought the pedicure one would go viral. I really thought the pedicure one would do it. I always rue the day. I think I self-sabotage myself. Because my agent was really good for me for a while. And I think I was one of her tops on her blogs for a period of time. But I neglected it. I looked a gift horse in the mouth. It was when I was really picking up getting work end of year 12 or throughout year 12, a start of uni. And when I started uni, right, I made a deal with myself because I was only going to uni because of my dad. Because I was not allowed to not go to uni. So, but acting was always my passion, right? I was always still very much acting is what I want to do. That is my number one goal. Number one job, I want to act. I love acting. And I was getting lots of gigs and stuff and auditions. And I told myself, I'm going to uni for the fallback plan. That's just so I have a safe career if things don't work out in acting. But I'm not gonna let it take over. I'm acting is still gonna come first. I'm not gonna let myself get swept up by uni. What did I do? I got swept up by uni. She would call me and ask if I could do jobs, and I'd be like, oh, let me think about it, and then I'd turn it down because I'd be like, oh, I have an assignment next week. I should do the assignment instead of taking the job. And then she just slowly stopped asking me to do roles. because I kept turning him down, and she'd asked me to send updated headshots and stuff. She was like, "Can you please send new shots because like you're getting work, and we need to like show them what you look like now." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll do it. I'll send it through on the weekend," and I never did. She'd call me when I'd be out sometimes. I'd be like, "I'll do it when I get home," and I just never did. I got lost in the uni sauce. I think I should have kept the momentum up. Should have kept the momentum up. Should have kept doing it while I was on a roll. And then when I tried to like, so I like got in contact with her in the last couple of years, right? When I was at the end of my degree, and I was like, "Hey, yo, so uni over, like I can do my acting work again." And she's like, "Cool, send me headshots and whatever." And then since then, she's only given me extra work, so. And she barely does that. I haven't had anything in ages. I don't think she liked me anymore. I ruined my chance. How could I be so short-sighted? Keep at it, will work. Take whatever people say with a grain of salt and keep pushing forward. We won't be cool enough for it. Wait, what? Which clip? Maybe we can still make it a trend. Remember, people like so much, just keep at it. I read that. Try to minimize self-doubt. Have you updated her with your situation? Yeah, I did. And last year I was even like, "Girl, listen, I have absolutely nothing going on at the moment. I've taken 6 months off, like post-uni, to work on creative stuff. I'm not looking for a full-time job at the moment so that I can do anything creative right now." And so I was like, I'll take any audition you think I could suit, any day, any time, because I've kept my schedule open for the next 6 months. I'm free at any time. Any last minute auditions, because that's the other thing. A lot of auditions are like last minute. You'll get a phone call being like, "Can you get to this location at 4 p.m. today? They need to see you today." And I'll be like, "Oh, fuck." So I was like, I'll do any time, any day, alright? Hit me up. I won't turn it down. And she's like, "Cool." And then nothing. I'm just gonna have 20 kids and hope one of them takes care of me. And I like where you are with your degree and everything. Since you're so smart with your degree and everything. When you switch to another agent, start fresh. Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but I don't want to go to another known agent, like similar to like I don't want to go to one that's adjacent to her, because it'll still be the same, like mostly extra work. It'll be like NCIS Sydney and whatever other home and away, that kind of thing. I'm like, I want roles. I don't want to be filling up spots on these regular shows we got. I want like someone that's looking out for roles and not trying to mass send people out, because they get commission, right? They work on commission. You only pay if you get a job. They get a 20% cut of whatever your paycheck is for that gig. So most of them prioritize filling extra roles out where they can send like 100 candidates to fill in background parts, and then they get 100 paychecks to get a cut off, right? And less big roles, right? So I would prefer a boutique agency where they have X amount of clients and they're really focused on like sourcing roles for their clientele rather than sourcing roles and filling their clientele with them, you know? Did you meet her face to face? Yes. Yep. We should have an Australia hangout tour for your chatters. We pay you like $700 to show us around for 4 days. Well, 10 of us is... What do you want me to show you? I'll do that. Hell yeah. Hi, Matata. How you doing? Welcome in. Oh yeah, the degree is, like, it's a good degree for sure. But I'm also struggling with that. Like, they fucking lied to me at uni when they said that engineers are so in demand and you'll get a job straight away out of uni. Blah, blah, blah. nah, this shit bullshit. They're hiring experienced people in graduate roles right now. It's bullshit. They're advertising entry-level jobs with 5+ years experience. I'm like, what? What the fuck? Make that make sense. And then the pay is only 60K also. I'm like, what? 5+ years experience in the engineering field, 60K? Are you kidding me? It's like a once-a-year thing for whichever channels want to come out. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, am I physically... Are you guys coming out as well? Or is it me walking around like an IRL stream, doing like a walking tour of Sydney, being like, this is the Harbour Bridge? Stay connected and make cash. I'm confused. Yeah, you should have annual hangout with your chatters. Oh, like a fan meetup type thing? Actually meetup? I mean, I do that anyway, one-on-one. Whenever people say like they're in the area or whatever. Someone whose username is Wilson with a W messaged me today, in fact. He messaged me earlier in the day in the afternoon at like 2 p.m. though. Was like, hey, I'm in Sydney. You want to hang out this afternoon? And I was like, why are you giving me fucking 2 hours notice here? I was like, I already have plans this evening, but like it's a free event, so if you want to join, you can come join. He was like, nah, I want to go to bed by 8:30. And I was like, okay. Okay. Next time then. Yeah, fan meetup, but also for people to see Australia and see a familiar face in the community. Hiring everywhere seems broken right now since they use similar terrible agencies. Yeah. Hi, RK. How you doing? We're just lamenting. It's lamenting hour. Oh, they're playing League over there. What are we gonna do? Still needs to stretch too. What needs to stretch? I can think of many ways to monetize stuff. I just don't want to do it. Facts. I was saying this the other day in voice chat. I was like, I'm blessed with innovation and ambition. No, that's what I said. I was blessed with ambition, but no willpower. I have so many grand ideas and no motivation to do any of them. If I just got off my butt, I could have done so much. Back in high school, I had an idea for an automated lawnmower, like how Roombas are a thing. I was like, I'm gonna make a lawnmower version. Why someone made that? And then, like, second year uni, someone made it, and I was like, oh, they beat me to it. They beat me to it. Damn it. But I thought of it, and that's what counts. I thought of it first, that's what counts. Just so you know. Sounds like ADHD. Yeah, I do have ADHD. I do have ADHD. That's me without the ideas. Wait, what? You have willpower? Okay, I'll give you my ideas. What the fuck? Do something. Give me a cut. You could still make a better one. I could. And I have a lot of ideas for accessibility as well, which would make a lot of money if I made it. There's a big market for it. To help physically disabled people. I have so many ideas, which I will not reveal. I don't want people to just yoink them before I can do anything.
Sure, you may be verified on Twitter, but are you verified in the eyes of God?
Oh, as in you don't have willpower or ideas. Okay. Help disabled people? I'm out. Massive market. People are ignoring. Anyway. Why are we listening to flute music? What's happening? Do we game? Or did this just turn into a just chatting stream? Because it is now almost 2 a.m. And I am getting a little bit eepy. In Britain, we vote for reducing personal independent payment. What? Creating electronic devices has never been more accessible than now. Well, that's the thing. some people assume electronics make everything easier, but sometimes some things manual is best. Some things you don't want an electrical device, and I think people forget that because we're so in awe about like the technology we have now and what all the things we can do now with this current, like the latest exciting technology we've developed, that they forget that like the old technology had its purpose as well. Sometimes you don't want things that rely on electrical impulses. What if they fail? What if someone's relying on it and the battery dies or something, you know? And you're like, fuck, now what? It's useless without the battery. And you can't get one real quick, you know? Like, that was one of the things I worked on at uni. One of my elective subjects I did was rehabilitation technology and assistance or something. It was an elective subject where you get paired with someone who is physically disabled in some way and is seeking some kind of engineering solution to help with whatever their specific issue is. And so like it's real people and a real project, like you actually make something for someone, right? Which I really liked about it. It was actually hands-on. And so I was paired with this guy, Michael. He has multiple sclerosis and was losing the ability to control his hand. He could close his fist, but once it was closed, he didn't have the strength to open it back up. And one thing he didn't want was something that relied on electricity, because if it died, like he can't take off his glove or anything. Like he doesn't have use of his hands. He can't do anything on his own and blah, blah, blah. And so one of his issues was that like like a big problem for him was with his chair. He had an electric wheelchair with like a knob right to control the direction, and he needed the carer or someone to place his hand on the knob at the start of the day or whatever. And if it fell off and no one was around, he wasn't able to control his wheelchair. And that happened to him one time when he was crossing the road. He was crossing the road and his hand slipped off the controller and he was stuck in the middle of the road. And he said cars drove around him. No one got out and helped him. Like a couple of cars drove around him before someone stopped and helped him get across the road. And I was like, what the fuck? So he didn't want something that could put him in that situation again. So I made a very conscious decision to make a mechanical spring device that's just spring loaded and there's no electronics at all, to keep his hand at rest. When the springs were at rest, you know, his hand would stay open. And then he could flex himself and pull on the springs, so the springs, you know, tension. And then he could close his fist when he needed to close it. And then he just releases, like he stops straining and the springs will bring his hand back up like that. And then the biggest design issue was like creating a glove that was comfortable and could be worn all day without causing any germs or anything. So I used brass for the finger cuffs to go around. Oh, and the other thing was we worked with his physio and she wanted him to have bare fingertips. She wanted as much skin as possible to be exposed because he still has sensations in his nerve endings. And if you keep stimulating them, then they're less likely to like fade. And if you like keep practicing, like you might be able to regain sensations and stuff as long as the nerves are alive. So it was really important to the physio that he has his fingertips exposed so he could feel things and stuff. So we used like a cuff system and I made it out of copper, which is antimicrobial, so germs don't live on it, they just die. They cannot be sustained. As long as he didn't touch anything electric or conductive, he'd be fine. Don't touch any stuff with your copper cups. And so then he wouldn't have to wash his hands so much if it was too hard. So those went around his fingers and they had anchor points. So there was an anchor point on the top finger cuff here, and then like a loop to go through, like a guiding channel on the bottom cuff. So the string was like a wire that that anchored onto the top cuff and then went back down, and here at the base of the knuckles where the spring would start, or a bit lower, so that when you bent it, the spring wouldn't go over your knuckle and cause discomfort. So the spring would stop there-ish with extension. And that was connected to the wire. And then the springs went to a main anchored device here in the middle where we anchored all the springs. So each finger had an individual spring and they were anchored here. And that was covered in a plastic housing so that it wouldn't get caught on his clothing or anything. And the whole thing was attached to a Velcro, not a glove, like it went across your palm and was velcroed in the middle so that it was easy for a carer to put on him. All they had to do was like strap it around, quick and easy, and then just slide on the cuffs. Or like they didn't have to go this way as well. They were half cuffs. I had them cut so that it was like not a full circle, you know, so that you could slide, like you could slot the cuff on like that in case it was too hard to like shimmy cuffs down like that. So you just slot them on top like a bangle. Anyway, that was a whole tangent, but basically sometimes you don't want electrical. Yeah, pretty much binary code. Yeah, so we had the cuffs a bit, the channel was a little bit raised so that the wire wouldn't rub against his skin when bent. So the wire was a bit higher than his finger. Did you design that? Yeah, it was me and three other people in a group, and we designed it together. Along with Michael, of course, it took a few prototypes. We had to keep testing his hand, make sure we had everything the right sizing for him, it was comfortable. So it took a few tries. But the general idea we had from the start. Copper's antibacterial, copper's antimicrobial. Wake up early to hit the gym on your day off, but here I am watching Salty. You missed we did a second outfit reveal. Did you miss that one as well, or did you see that binary good? You would have had an exoskeleton on the back. Well, that was the other thing. The commercially available devices, because there are already some kind of like exoskeleton type hand devices and stuff like that for people in similar situations. There are a couple on the market, like 2 or 3, but because it's like a niche market and the parts for them are so high quality, mass produced, whatever, like whereas we were uni students, we hand machined everything with the uni labs and whatever, blah blah blah, they're all like $1,000 plus, and like NDIS and disability services don't pay that much, like they won't cover that. So that was his thing, he couldn't buy anything that's already existing, any high-end stuff. They couldn't afford it, along with all the medical bills they already had, and NDIS, they'd exhausted their NDIS limit. So that's why they reached out to the university and asked if uni students could help. I hear your mom trying to explain a product to your dad and why she was doing that. Well, brass is like a derivative of copper. There is copper inside brass, so yeah, brass is inherently also antibacterial / antimicrobial, but not to the same level as copper. For what charity? No, it's not charity, it's just for a guy. I'm gonna sign up for dance classes, but the instructor was making me hold him, so... and you make a lot of money, you can act while doing it without the pressure of being an actor. Okay. What's your idea? Become a pharmaceutical sale representative? You sell stuff to doctors and act like Why am I not getting rich off my invention ideas right now? Because, again, one, I have no connections. Two, I can't actually prototype anything with the tools I have. I'm not a uni student anymore, so I don't get access to the labs. I guess you can pay, you can use the labs as an outsider, but you have to pay some prices or whatever to use machinery and stuff there. But I don't have the tooling. But I've always said, like, engineering is still also a passion of mine, just not to the, I just don't want to be doing it for a job. I don't want it as my 9 to 5. Like, I still did it because I like it, I'm still passionate about it. But in my ideal world, I would be acting. That'd be my everyday job. I go film my stuff in the daytime, whatever. Then I come home to my house where I have a massive double space garage with a whole workshop inside it. And then I go tinker away on whatever idea I have that day. And I make the prototype. And then I sell it to some big company. I sell it off. I say, give me the royalties. You can make it. You can own the stuff, whatever. I just want the royalties. Ba-bam. And then I go back to acting or whatever, and every time I have an idea, I go tinker away in my garage. That would be my ideal situation. Create a space in Sydney, yes. But again, materials are not cheap. That copper cost me so much just for those finger cuffs. Raw materials are not cheap. It's kind of a catch-22. Like, I need a job to do this. I need funding. I need money. I need money to make money. My cousin is always giving me free stuff while Brandon. Excellent. When do you go on a Shark Tank? Look. Also, a lot of my ideas are, like, big. And I... Like this one.
Sure,
if
you
I
may
could
be
pull it off,
verified
it would
on
take
Twitter,
a lot
but
of
are you
research, a
verified
lot
in
of
the eyes of
time.
God?
It's something that we'd probably do for like a PhD, and you need like a grant to research and try and develop stuff. But if I had the time, if I had the capabilities to do it, like I need a team, I need to cooperate with some biomedical engineers and stuff. I need to find like a team for it. But that my biggest idea would like revolutionize medical stuff if I could pull it off. It would make things so much more accessible to so many people. I would make so much money. I would make so much money if I could pull it off. But I need pretty much like a PhD. I need to pretty much do a PhD on it. I need funding, I need research, and a team. Solicit funding. How does one go about that? If you have suggestions, let me know. Sorry, isn't it a moral obligation for you to release the info? What? No. I'm sure someone out there has thought of this thing before. Like, I can't be the first one. I'm already behind in this race, probably. I can't be the first person to think of this. There's a reason why it's hard. I might need some quantum physicists' help. Or people that deal with physics on a small level. I watch a phone tear down YouTuber that started an affordable off-road wheelchair company with his wife. Let me start with the small things before I work up to the big thing. My biggest thing. I've had it on my list for 7 years now. 7 years I've had this idea on my ideas list, on my innovation list. I have a note. I have my ideas written down. I do have a physical thing in writing of all my ideas. With the COVID vaccine? What? I don't know what you're talking about. A whole note on a phone app? No. I have a physical note. I have drawings. I have drawings as well. I don't have drawings of the big thing yet because I'm like that would be too simple. It's definitely not gonna be. I have to look into it. How do you buy Bitcoin on Amazon? I heard it's going up. Huh? What is it about? My big idea? It's a medical device. What's a medical device? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not telling you! What the fuck? No! I'll tell you I have some commercial ideas as well. Not all my stuff is like accessibility related. I have some ideas for like fridge designs and shit that I think would be successful. Let me make one and go on Shark Tank. No, don't think so. Don't think I will, Noided. I'm out. Peace. This shark is not investing. If it's good, I'll find you a medical device. Age-way split. Maybe I'm in the medical industry and can make it happen. No! That's more likely you'll steal it! If you're already in the medical industry, you're gonna steal it. You're gonna take it to people who can actually enact it, and they're gonna, like, intimidate me out of it because I'm just a girl with an idea. And they'll yoink it. And then it's gonna be like that fucking movie, The Founder or whatever, about McDonald's. I was originally just those two brothers in the one shop, and they just had a really good invention for like the little carousel for the burgers. They had, you know, they had a good thing going in their one small location, and this guy came along and was like, I can make it big, and then he took over the whole fucking thing, and they still only own the one store, the McDonald brothers. That's gonna be me if I tell you my idea. You really think Salty has a good medical device? She's making a movie screen out of it. Will be my biopic. That'll be the movie that I star in. It's about my downfall. Could any of my ideas use an unemployed software engine? Definitely the big one will need, but also I think it would. Also, I think my programming capabilities could probably do it. But who knows if I get funding? Like, we'll see. Maybe there's funding for more people. But the thing is with funding is that like you owe it to someone. Like the kind of deal with funding is that like they kind of get a say in things, or like they get something out of it. Like when you do a PhD with a university, right? They fund you, but any research you do, even though it's your findings, your results, the university owns it, you know? They technically own the research because they paid for it. And you use their facilities. That's the catch with funding, is I don't want someone to like hold that over my head. It is a cash cow, but if you do it through a university, the university makes all the money, not you. Like even my thesis, I don't know my thesis. The university owns my thesis. You literally sign a contract when you start it. This idea better be good. What's that device? Something. It is genuinely a good idea, and I refuse to believe no one thought of it before. It's just a really hard thing to execute. curly eyes. I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting sleepy. Oh my god, it's 2 a.m. on the dot. I don't think we're playing games tonight, homies. Sorry, Noided. I think we yapped a bit too much. Nano robots that tickle your insides. And then they grow big again. You can control how big they expand too inside. What time you wake up? Well, my sleep schedule kind of fucked lately, ain't gonna lie, since we've been playing Don't Starve together. My sleep schedule, I have not gone to bed before midnight in the last week, I don't think. Maybe longer. Maybe 2 weeks at this point. Sleep schedule fucked. I woke up at 8 a.m. today. Hung out my laundry because my laundry machine has a delay function. So I can put it on it at night. Like I could put all my stuff in it at night. And then I set a delayed start so that it starts at like 7 or so. So that it's done when I wake up. So I did that. And so I woke up. I hung out the laundry. Then I went back into bed because I was cold. And slept for another like half an hour. 40 minutes, I don't know. Then I got ready and then I went to my fucking Centrelink poor people appointment. Torrential freaking rain. It was pouring so hard. It was so hard to see. I hated it. So cold. Anyway, came home, picked a monologue for the acting thing, then took a nap for an hour, then woke up and debated if I should go to this acting thing or not because it's still pouring torrential rain and it's cozy in the blanket. Should I just keep napping? And I was like, fuck, it'll be a disservice if I don't go. It's a free thing. How often do I do these things? It's free. I may as well just get the experience to see what it's about. Like, I'm not committing to anything. Why not? You know? Don't discount yourself and force myself to get out and change, put on cute outfit, makeup, and I was like, it's an opportunity to connect. Just go. 3 hours of your life, you'll be right. Went. You know what happened there. Came home. Now I'm here. And now it's 2 a.m. again. You probably have a normie schedule if you jump singing. And that would definitely be beneficial. But we kept playing Don't Starve together. We got a bit addicted, Noid and I, playing Don't Starve together. And there were things that needed to be done. We couldn't go to bed. We had plans to make. Things to build. Winter to survive. Midnight? I go to bed at 6 in the morning. You're crazy. What is your... What? What is your schedule, devil? If you work in the medical field, how are you going to bed at 6 a.m.? What do you do? We know you lived in Russia for 7 years. You a sleeper agent in the medical field. I remember watching a behind the news episode in year 7 about nanorobots and thinking it was the coolest shit. You're hearing in the future more than nanorobots. I feel like they're just really cost heavy. You know, cost reward, whatever the fucking trade-off. How much do they pay in Australia? For what? Are you happy you went? Yeah, I am. Like, it's still a good exercise to be able to flex my acting muscle, you know, since I haven't been having the opportunity. And it was good. It was, yeah. Inflated my ego a little bit. Reinvigorated my desire to succeed. Oh, that dude who talked to you at the very end, that was a free event. Yeah, it was a free event. You went for a nap the other day, by the way. Did you enjoy it? You needed the beef loaded kiss. Oh, yeah. Russian sleep experiments. What? Whole people payments? Oh, in the UK. Yeah. Oh, whoa. That is so little. I get $900 a fortnight. So like $450 a week, but it's fortnightly payments. But you have to meet requirements, like you have X amount of points, you have to log all your job applications and stuff and any interviews you get, and they count for X amount of points, and you have to achieve like 70 points every month or so, or whatever, or 100 depending on your circumstances. So 100 points is 20 job applications a month. Approved, like you're trying, and then they give you the money. You need to be an everyday streamer. If I have the energy, I would have had the energy, but like I don't know. I kind of like I'm getting reinvigorated lately. The streams are picking up a bit more. I was just kind of like I've just been in a funk. Just leave it on. That's my worst fear. I walk out the room and forget it's on. Clock's ticking. Working on Real Pursuits. I am working on Real Pursuits. Why can't I have both? Why can't I do both? Why can't I be an actor and an engineer? There's that person who's a doctor and a... There's like a lawyer, doctor, astronaut out there. She's like a real life Barbie doll. Why can't I do that? I could do that. I could be an actor and an engineer. Why not? Acting, especially if you're doing movies, like that's like 6 weeks of work for one film, and then you're off until your next film. I could definitely do 6 weeks of filming and then go back to a full-time job when I don't have films. And then every time I have to film, I just take leave. And it doesn't matter if I don't have any annual leave. It doesn't matter if I take leave without pay because I'm making money on the movie. You don't think I want to be a million other things because you only get real good when you commit to one thing. Jack of all trades but master of none, yet still better than master of one. Actually, thank you. I don't need to be the best at everything. I just want to be competent at everything. Don't shoot the messenger. Psh. The card said it will. The card said it will. I'll make it happen. Still waiting on the first sleep stream. I slept on my 24-hour subathon. I slept on that stream. It was the most uncomfortable shit of my life. And we had the fucking dancing fruit on in the background. Super hard, especially with your condition. What, my condition of being ambitious with no willpower? ADHD. Slept in the ball pit that one time. Oh yeah, the ball pit is genuinely comfy to sleep. It's so relaxing. I reckon it should be a form of therapy. Everyone goes into the pit once in their life. You go to the psychologist, you talk it out. Oh my gosh. Imagine the psychologist's office, but like instead of a couch, it's a ball pit. You sit in the pit, you vent. I thought there was a ball pit incident. Which one? I don't know what you're referring to. Devil, don't dodge the question. What do you do, Devil? Why are you so elusive? Что? Что? Where you fell asleep? Yeah, I have slept in the ball pit. Wait, that wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke. I have slept in the ball pit. I have taken a nap in the ball pit. A man of mystery. I don't like it. This song was requested yesterday as well. You listened to this yesterday, Jack Down. No, didn't have enough? Needed more? More careless? Okay, you can time after this song. We're going to sleep. We're going to sleep. 2:15. My hair will not look this good tomorrow, so take it in. Take it in. EB sleep. Now I'm gonna have to warm up my bed again now. I hate winter. I hate that you have to like be cold for like 15 minutes in the bed until your body heat warms it up and you're just like sitting in the one spot. Fuck shoe. I hate the transition from not being in bed to getting in bed and vice versa. Could do a much darker lipstick. This is the lip stain. This is that lip stain. The mauve. This one. The mauve. The lighter one. And I lined it with my lip liner on the outside. With my usual lip liner. But that's just on the, like the actual line. Hi, Ryan. Why do I suck? What the fuck? Different hair? This is the same hair. This is still the same hair. I haven't gone to the hairdresser in a year. Almost. Why am I dumb? What the fuck? What the hell? What is going on here? What the fuck? Why you just come in here and say this? Jack, damn, why do you keep requesting music? You can't extend the stream by extending your song request. I'm a sucker for red hair. I do enjoy the red hair. I think it suits me really well. It will be staying here for a while. It's been how many months already that I've had it? It's been at least 6 months already. We're in May. I've had the red hair for at least 6 months already. It is gonna hang around for a while. Can I bully you? Are you gonna pay? I am kind of spoiled and delusional. Why? Delusional because I believe in myself? Of course I'm gonna make my dreams come true. How else are they gonna happen unless you make them? We just went over this. We know what action I have to take. I just need the willpower. I will pay to bully you. I don't want to be bullied. What? You hope I die? Are you kidding me? You're gonna throw a fit. Okay. Go have a cold shower or something then. Tick chatters are fucking deranged. You need mitt? What is mitt? What is mitt? Because the cosmic girl from another galaxy. Well, I'm about to end stream. When this song ends, the stream ends, Ryan. And it's all because of you. Why is it always such good music? Am I streaming tomorrow? Listen. It's supposed to be Feminine Fridays tomorrow. As is every Friday. But my parents have asked me to come over for dinner. So there probably won't be a stream. We'll see. Probably not. Don't hold your breath. Anyone to raid? I can't be fucked. I want to go to sleep. I can't be fucked. I don't have time to... I mean, I do have time. I don't want to have time to hang around. Because I don't want to just raid and run. I want to like be like, hello. How are you? Have to stream. I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep. You're so disappointed? Okay. Have your frivolous dreams die so you can be happy? Huh? Why can't I be happy with my dream being successful? I'm trying to avoid the Minecraft lab. Oh. You don't want to watch the Minecraft collab go down? It sounds like it'll be fun. You're gonna ruin your hot girl hairstyle? Okay. I'm gonna ruin mine as well. You know when you're alone you feel deeply inadequate? No. Is that something you struggle with? Do you often compare yourself to other people? To let go of the bullshit aspiration. What? No, I don't feel inadequate. What? I'm fine. You hate Minecraft? Whoa. You can sleep now with stream on. But it's just gonna be an empty room. Like, my bed is obviously not in this room. I'm gonna just leave. No, I'm gonna run out of space on my drive if I do that, because it's recording. Oh my god, who's insulting you? What? We want to watch you stream. It's 2 a.m. I'm going to bed. Hi, Drug Trafficker. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're about to end. We want to simp? No, you don't. Stop lying. I got ASAP Joey's playing Animal Crossing. Maybe I should do an Animal Crossing stream. Hey, get me out of this. Okay, stream over. Song over. That means stream over. Why do you need to pretend you're someone else? What are you going on about? I don't. Huh? I'm pretty honest on this stream. I'm pretty tell you a lot about my lives. I don't know. Pretty open. I used to tweet every time I took a piss. Well, that's kind of what actors do. Well, yeah, like when I'm acting. No, but that's not even true still. When you act, you take... How I phrase this? You don't change who you are when you act. You take on... Like, you interpret... The reason why different actors are good for different roles and stuff is because you take it into how you would experience the thing. When you read, like, the script and you read the character design and description, you interpret how, like, you would act that out. If you were feeling this, if this situation's applied to you, how would you react? And that's why everyone has a different way of playing different characters. Because you're meant to embody this vision. But it's still you. It's how you would do it in that space. That's why, like, the biggest thing with auditioning is you don't want overreactions. You don't want it to look like you're acting. You want it to look like you're human. People don't hire people that look like they're acting. They hire people that look like they're living a life. Why did you stop tweeting? I don't know. I think I just forgot about it. I just stopped using Twitter for a while. And I forgot about it. I could go back to tweeting when I piss. Okay, bye. Okay, bye, Ryan. You're into romanticy too? Fuck no! Ew! I don't like when people do more than kiss. I don't want to read about that shit. It's awkward. What the fuck? I don't want that. What's your handle? Wait, what? It's still the Action Action one. It was still on Action. If you search, I'm sure if I search out piss, or was it poop? It was one or the other. It was piss or poop. My tweets. You'll see. I said tweet every time. Piss. Fuck, it's not loading. Scrolling. Okay, maybe it's poop. Maybe it's poop. Maybe... or poo? There's so many different variations to type in. What about your Fourth Wing BS? Oh yeah, I enjoy the Fourth Wing. Not for the romantasy, for the dragons. And I've ranted about this on stream many times. Many times when I was ranting about Fourth Wing, I ranted about that. Like, I don't want more sex. I want to know what's happening with the fucking dragons. Let's get back to it. We got shit going on. There's a war happening. We don't need you fucking on a throne right now. We need you working out what's happening with this dragon stone, bro. I complained about that a lot on stream. Escapism? Hell yeah, I love imagining I'm in different scenarios. That doesn't mean that I don't like myself. What? Yeah, it was poop. It was poop. Look at all the tweets about poop. Poop time is me time. I need to poop at CBS. Live now talking about poop. I had a clean poop. Having my final poop of the decade. Having my first poop of the new year. Having my last poop of the year. Having my first poop of the year. My poop schedule's out of whack. I forgot to tweet about my poop. I haven't had a satisfying poop in a while. I hope my first poop of the new year will be satisfying. It's poop. Hi, Darth Blaze. And you're all sad because you have no friends? What? No, separate. Is you talking about yesterday's conversation about missing having a girl group? Yeah. I miss having a girl group. That doesn't mean I'm, like, sad with my life and want to escape it. That's just, like, nostalgia. You miss something you once had. Ongoing themes? Why is it ongoing, though? Like, that's the same thing. It's, like, the same point, though. Like, it hasn't changed. There's been nothing new to, like, make it a pattern. May everyone's poops be fulfilling and leave them feeling hollow. Ew, just a pee-pee, please. It fell out of them. Ew. May everyone not have to poop at a public restroom. I fucking hate public restrooms. Except for the one today at this hotel. It was very nice. I didn't use it though. I just walked in to judge it, but I didn't use it. I was wearing stockings. I'm not gonna deal with all that in a public restroom. So inconvenient. Anyway, good night. Nighty night. Nighty night. See you probably not tomorrow. Maybe Saturday. Bye.